Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Boo Bash. Today I'm wanting to talk about something a little bit different, a little bit that I don't think I really have been very open about this, to be perfectly honest, up to this point. But I want to talk about my health journey, my weight loss journey, everything that I did to get here, the solution that I found worked, and hopefully give you guys some tips and tricks to help you out as well. So if you guys want to see everything that I've done and the progress that I've made, then just keep watching. Alright, so it all honestly started a couple of years ago. Back in 2017, I want to say, I was diagnosed with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And if you've never heard of that, it's okay. It's not a hugely talked about type disorder, but it's very prevalent. It's estimated that about 10% of all women have PCOS in some form, and most don't even know about it. So, it runs in my family. I got tested by my PCP. Everything came back positive, and so I started working with her to manage and to balance everything. So if you've never heard of what PCOS is, it stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome. Essentially what happens is the hormones within your body don't know how to regulate themselves. They can't regulate themselves. They don't work. Your thyroid doesn't work. For some, their pancreas doesn't work. Reproductive hormones like estrogen and testosterone do not work, do not, stay in the right levels that they need to be. And it can cause a multitude of problems. It can cause diabetes, higher risk for cancer, hypertension, cholesterol issues, thyroid issues. It also can create adrenal fatigue, but the biggest and most common physical side effects are weight gain and hair growth and hair loss, as well as acne. And those are like the big actual physical you can notice type symptoms, but there's also symptoms like anxiety and depression that go hand in hand with PCOS. And all of this is because, the hormones in my body do not work and are not working the right way. So I've worked with my doctor for the last couple of years, and she's phenomenal. We've been able to get my system completely balanced to the point where I can lose weight. I can, my face is cleared up and is everything that I want it to be. I obviously don't have any hair concerns like hair loss or anything like that. And it's honestly been a blessing. Once you get to that point though, weight gain actually is considered a symptom of PCOS. A lot of times people assume and say it's a cause. It is not. It's actually a symptom. And what happens in that is because your hormones in your body is all messed up and all, chaotic, your metabolism kind of goes down and just completely bottoms out. Your metabolism does not know how to work at that point. So what happens is your metabolism goes to zero, and you don't have the chemical, I think it's called CCK, in your system that tells your brain when your stomach is full. So you feel like you're starving, you feel like you're in survival mode, and it is so unbelievably easy to not know what's going on and to eventually have some weight concerns, health concerns, and all of that. Number one, biggest important thing is I had to get my system balanced before I could make any changes. And I got to the point where, sitting in an airplane seat had been tight and uncomfortable for me. And when that hit, and then when my honeymoon happened, and I was looking back over the pictures of my honeymoon a couple years ago, I didn't recognize that person. I could not believe that, I had gotten to that point. And while it wasn't necessarily, I didn't sit around and eat donuts and cookies and not do anything. It was because of the hormone imbalance. And I had to get my hormones balanced. And once I did, though, then I was at a point where I could change my diet habits, exercise, feel better, feel less stressed. And, you know, over the last couple of years, especially with the pandemic, so many people have put an emphasis on work-life balance and feeling better and being your best self and all of these things. But it's kind of like, how can you do that if you don't really know where to start, right? After I got all my hormones and everything balanced, I tried everything. I had tried keto, I had tried paleo, I had tried, intuitive eating, everything under the sun, and it felt like nothing really worked. And talked to my doctor, and I did a food allergy test, because one of the biggest things for me was figuring out what foods I can and can't eat. And at that point, then it was, okay, once you know the foods that you're allergic to and can't eat, then you can figure out how much you need or can or can't eat of everything else. And found out that I'm allergic to red meat, artichokes, and licorice. Of all things, you never would have known it had we done the test. And once we did that, though, she gave me the go-ahead to start working out, because if you work out whenever your hormones are out of whack and you're trying to balance your hormones at the same time, it can actually make it more out of whack and a lot harder to balance and to do everything. So got the okay, and then started trying to find what worked. I tried going to the gym. I absolutely hated it, because I felt like everybody was staring at me and looking at me and judging me, and I didn't want to feel like that. I didn't want to be that person at the gym who felt like the center of attention, even though, it logically, you're not the center of attention. People at the gym don't actually stare at you. I felt like they did. I was able to find a way to work out at home. I got some dumbbells, I got some resistance bands, and I was able to do it and to get it done. And, yeah, they talk about balance, and balance isn't just health, fitness, exercising, all of that. It's also about happiness. How are you feeling? Where are you emotionally? Are you happy? Are you content? Are you stressed over things? What are those things that are missing from your life? And when I started, in a way, taking back control and taking back who I am, I found all of those. I became more content with myself. I became more comfortable in my skin. My stress levels went way down and were much more manageable. And one of the things that I found and, emulated and recreated then was this sort of virtual online space that I could go with other people and have a rough day and have an apple fritter or crush a workout and feel amazing. But having that support system and having that system of not judging me for it, everybody has off days, everybody has bad days, it is what it is. And having that space that was like, you know what, have an extra cookie, it's been a bad day, was what I needed. And we went to Disney World a couple months ago for my birthday, and it was the first time ever that I had worn shorts and skirts at the parks. I had always worn pants or leggings or yoga pants or capris. I was so self-conscious about myself and how I looked. And, when you don't feel good about yourself, your stress goes up, your cortisol goes up, the self-doubt goes up. And when you get to a point where you're not being judged, you're being celebrated for who you are and encouraged not to be, the super skinny person, but encouraged to be your best self and to be supported and support others and, take those baby steps and take those progress steps. Those baby steps very quickly became a lot bigger. And the biggest thing for me was when we flew over for my birthday, I had space in the seat on the airplane. I no longer squished into it like a sausage. And that feeling pushes me forward. It's inspiring to me. It's confidence. It's happiness. It's, you know, I have an outlet when I'm stressed, as well as a physical outlet to get the stress out. And, you know, switch up my workout or enjoy the glass of wine or enjoy the cookie and not feel that guilt that so many times, you know, society tells us. I'm having this space and creating this space for people and for myself of, if I want to have an extra cocktail, I have an extra cocktail and I don't beat myself up over it. It's this mindset shift. And, you know, it's such a phenomenal feeling to have for myself, and I want to share it with you. Starting in November, I'm wanting to take about 15 people through this journey with me. And I really want to work with 15 women who are they're gonna get it. And, you know, when I say women, I know men need to find that balance and they need to find all that too, but ladies, we get it. We've been there, you know. We take care of the home, we take care of the kids, we take care of the house, we do all of these things, but then there's also that pressure that gets put on us to, you know, sometimes look and feel perfect, and we're not. And I want to take you guys through that and finding that balance, finding your best and finding your best self. I've put information in the description below. You can also check the link, but it's just been an incredible, incredible journey. And, you know, you go from feeling like you can't fit into an airplane seat to sharing this because I found something that worked. It doesn't throw off my hormones. It keeps everything with my PCOS in balance. And actually, the exercising helps keep things in balance. You know, exercising is good for you. And, you know, it's kind of like Elwood said, exercising gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. And happy people just don't shoot their husbands. Well, happy people also enjoy life and find a balance and are less stressed and just feel better. So if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. I would love to take you on this journey while I keep pushing for more goals and take you on this journey to reach your goals. Like I said, info is below, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. And if you are curious about some behind the scenes stuff, don't forget to check out my Instagram, because that's where you get all things behind the scenes Jelaine. And quite frankly, I think I'm gonna go jump in the pool. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye everybody, stay spooky.